Why hello everyone, welcome to episode 33 of the Wrestling Matters podcast. My name is Anthony Walker and welcome to the 33rd episode of the podcast. Today I will talk wrestling, anything else that's relevant in the world of professional wrestling, a few things here and there, Raw, SmackDown and TNA, and I've got, and if you haven't seen the video that I did during the week as well, by the way, I'll be playing the audio for the Raw results in a minute, or the Raw review in a minute from that, but I'll play that in a second. I was wondering, TNA have Bram, right? Well, someone got in touch with me during the week, the promoter of EPW, my local promotion, got in touch with me during the week and said that Bram's coming to EPW. Yeah. European Pro Wrestling, EPWWrestling.co.uk, EPW Wrestling 1 on Twitter, EPW American Wrestling on Facebook for any information. And apparently they said that he's coming to EPW December 20th at what is now turned into Rainbow Leisure Centre, from what it seems. It was supposed to be at the Liberties, but I think they've changed it and went to the Rainbow Leisure Centre in Colby Newham. Now, TNA's Bram is coming there because apparently him and the promoter of EPW are good friends. And apparently he's coming on for Christmas. Into UK for Christmas, so he's going to come up and do the show. So if you're in the Middlesbrough area, or you can get to the Middlesbrough area, either way, get yourself there. Okay, you could pick up the tickets. I'm pretty sure you could pick up the tickets at the Colby Newham Rainbow Leisure Centre. Heck, either way, get yourself to, or get in touch with the promoter of EPW. Information: EPWWrestling.co.uk, EPW Wrestling 1 on Twitter, and EPW American Wrestling as well. And get in touch with the guy, and you can get the tickets from the training session, which is on Longlands Road in Middlesbrough, Waylands Way as well, which is where they do their training facilities and training and everything. You can pick up the tickets from there as well. They are £10. I don't know what it is for family, but I know it's £10. So I'm pretty sure if it was for family, I would pretty sure it'd be 30 quid or something. I don't know. All I know is it's £10 ticket. So yeah, just get yourself there. TNA's Bram making an appearance at EPW's show at the Rainbow Leisure Centre December 20th. What's he doing? I don't know. I'm pretty sure he'll be in the match, but either way, he's going to be there. So it's worth a shot getting yourself down there. 5 days before Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. EPW Christmas special, I'm pretty sure and imagine. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to play the audio from the video, which is on my YouTube page, now called the Wrestling Matters channel. Oh yes, which you can see each and every week as well. I had the podcast up there each and every week. I put a video up on there with the Raw review and letting them know about Bram and coming to EPW and that. Get yourself on there as well. And yeah, I'm going to play the audio to the Raw review and sit back, relax and listen to this audio, because it's going to give you my thoughts and opinions and a Raw review, a Raw rating as well. So I'll see you after this. Raw was in Liverpool. It's part of the UK tour. And we all know it's going to be Team Cena versus Team Authority at Survivor Series on the 23rd. This past week, Cena came out. That's right, John Cena came out to address the situation with the Team Cena Team Authority and was looking to do some recruiting. And he came out and tried to recruit the returning dominant big guy known as Ryback. Well, Ryback answered his call, came out, and just as he came in the ring, and just as Cena was about to say something, the Authority came out, and the bidding war ensued. Both pitching to get Ryback on their team. Ryback looked at the Authority and said, under his paycheck, it didn't say Cena, turned round and drops Cena with a spine buster. And a handshake with the game sealed the Authority's newest addition. Or so we thought. More on that later. Round 2 was Seth Rollins versus Jack Swagger. Now, a back and forth match, pretty good match. These two could have a great match anyway on a pay-per-view, to be fair. The security got involved, but this is the thing that gets me. Look, Seth Rollins is good. He's really good. He's a great wrestler. He doesn't need the Authority or the two Stooges, the two regurgitated versions of Patterson and Briscoe. He doesn't need them fighting his battles. And I know he's trying to be a heel, and I know he's trying to be this and this, but at the end of the day, this is just making him look terrible, having them two about. And yes, they got involved and cost Swagger the victory. It took 2 curb stomps to beat Mr. Swagger, but at the end of the day, Seth Rollins got the job done. He was looking. Apparently, Swagger pledged his allegiance to Cena, and to get rid of the Authority. Mr. Swagger soon paid for that, though, didn't he? But like I said, going back to what I said, Seth Rollins doesn't need the 2 stooges hanging around at ringside. There's security, yeah, have him in the back waiting for him. But them 2 getting involved in his matches is just making Seth look stupid. And he doesn't need that, because he's great. He's a great wrestler. I mean, I've been watching Seth going back to when he was in Ring of Honor. Shout out to any Ring of Honor fans. Now, the next match was kind of a rematch to the last time WWE was in the UK. Because the last time WWE was in the UK, Paige was the Divas Champion. And she jobbed out to Alicia Fox. Now, if you listen to my podcast, and if you don't, why not? But if you go back to a couple of episodes, I believe it was episode 9 of the podcast, I don't know, I was very vocal about that. Because the fact that have Paige come over and lose is one thing, but she's the freaking Divas Champion at the time, and she jobs out to Alicia Fox in her home country. Really? But it seemed this time around, WWE decided to right that wrong, and Paige ended up getting the victory over Alicia Fox. She hit the Rampage to put her away. Now, what's next for Paige? I'm hearing rumours that she's going to be. I'm hearing a lot of news that a lot of stories that she's going to be on Total Divas. And then I'm hearing that she's not. It's been denied, and this, that, and the other. I don't know. But I hope the future is bright for Paige. Now it seems that the AJ Lee feud is now over. Alicia Fox, however, it's a shame because I like her, but it's a case of what have you done for me lately kind of thing, and the only thing she be going on, I think she's in for Total Divas, and let's hope she can get something to benefit her career out of that, because at the moment right now, and it's unfortunate to say, she ain't going anywhere. United States Championship return bout, Sheamus and Rusev. Now, obviously Rusev came up with Lana and started running their mouths off, and about the US title and that, but they have a great match, at least from what I saw, a one-sided match. It was like a one-sided match, and this week, the return match, you have Rusev win by countout. That's not going to make him look good, guys. You want him to be dominant. I mean, you want him to be dominant enough to have him at least bring back prestige back to this US title. Because let's face it, the US titles went down the toilet as of late. It made no sense to me that these 2 stooges got involved. I don't know why they got involved, but we found out that Rusev accepted the deal to go on, accepted the offer rather to go on Team Authority. They should never even been out in the first place, but this is just making Sheamus look stupid. Now, I know Sheamus, people have always said, one man in particular, Kenny, have said that Sheamus needs a heel turn, Sheamus needs a kick on the backside, people are sick of Sheamus, he's this John Cena, he's this and that and this and that. I like Sheamus. I've always liked Sheamus, no matter heel or babyface, it makes no difference because the guy can fight. But the stuff that WWE are doing as of late, I mean, having him lose to Tyson Kidd, not that that's a bad thing because Tyson Kidd's great, but having him lose to Tyson Kidd the way he did, and then lose the US title, it's just making him look bad to me, and he deserves better in my opinion. But kind of a horrible match considering the match they had last time, and I don't know if it's just me, because I don't like to see a DQ match, a DQ victory, to be honest. But hey, it is what it is. The next match, Miz and Damien Sandow, Mizdow, whatever the heck you want to call him, against Los Matadores. This match to me was match. I don't want to see Los Matadores win the tag team titles anytime soon. I have to be honest, the thought of Miz and Damien Sandow winning the tag team titles scares the shit out of me. But what I didn't like about this match is Hornswoggle being in the corner of Miz and Mizdow. You know, you've got Miz, you've got his stunt double, Damien Mizdow, and now you've got the mini-me. I mean, what are the 3MB or something? Maybe they hired him to counteract El Torito, because let's face it, Hornswoggle and El Torito have had some problems in the past. But I mean, it just makes it. I mean, like I say, it was a match to me. I didn't really get into it. I didn't really care, to be honest. And like I say, the thought of Miz and Mizdow winning the tag team title scares the shit out of me. It really, really does. But with that being said, I mean, it was just a nothing match for me. And correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Hornswoggle supposed to be with Slater and O'Neil? Maybe I missed that, I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Dolph Ziggler and Mark Henry. Now, Dolph won this by disqualification, because Dolph was using his quickness to his hit and move kind of thing on Mark Henry, and Mark Henry was getting frustrated enough to a point where he ended up whacking him with a chair and getting disqualified. And Mark Henry was looking to beat down and make a statement using Dolph Ziggler, and lo and behold, the Big Show came out to save the day. Big Show came out, chased Mark Henry away, picked the steel stairs up that Mark Henry wanted to use on Dolph, threw the stairs at Mark, and Mark ran away, but ran up the aisle and everything, and then Big Show declared himself the third member of Team Cena, which led to what happened after the break, because backstage Cena welcomed Big Show, was talking with Dolph, welcomed Big Show to Team Cena, and then Cena turned round and went, I need two more now who are crazy enough to do this gig, so to speak, to join Team Cena. And a voice in the background turned round and went, no, you have to look for one person, because I'm joining. That person was Sheamus. I think it's gone to a point right now where you've got John Cena and Seth Rollins, Dolph Ziggler and Kane. Like I say, they're quite the rivalry, and if you watch previous on SmackDown, you'll understand why. Big Show, Mark Henry, and Rusev and Sheamus. Getting a hint here? There's like a pattern developing. Question is, who's going to be the fifth member of Team Authority? A brief idea on that later on, but I've heard a lot of rumours about who's going to be the fifth member of Team Cena. You want my opinion on it? I'll give you a clue. I'll leave you to figure that out. And despite him being away, filming a movie, I know, but maybe they're building him to come back, and the Authority don't know it. You've got Cena, Sheamus, Big Show, Dolph Ziggler. Team Authority get a fifth man. More on that later on. But Team Cena don't. They go into this match at Survivor Series 5-on-4, and then, lo and behold, out pops the fifth member, being you-know-who, And for any of you people that are watching this right now, I think you know who I am when I went. You know who I'm talking about when I went like that. So, like I say, more on that later. Nikki Bella and Brie Bella. Brie Bella, in fact, which this was just a near match. This was just a match to get Nikki some heat, because it's Nikki and AJ at Survivor Series for the Divas title, and this match started last week because Nikki Bella got Brie to slap AJ, and then AJ slapped her back. Boom, boom, boom. Match today. At the end of the day, I believe, AJ beat Brie, and then Nikki comes in and makes a statement on AJ, with the Divas title, hanging the Divas belt over the ring, and said, "This is me, I'm going to be the next champion, yada yada." To be honest, I don't think she's going to be the next Divas champion, because at Survivor Series, I believe Brie will cost Nikki the championship. Again, adding more fuel to the feud, or the supposed feud. The supposed feud, which in my opinion died when they did the Jerry Springer skit. Less said about that, the better. Tyson Kidd, Adam Rose. Now, I love the fact that Tyson Kidd won. Tyson Kidd ended up winning because he got Adam Rose into a sharpshooter after the bunny distracted Adam Rose. But the one thing I don't get, and I read this on the dirt sheet as well, I believe it was NoDQ.com, apparently Adam Rose is supposedly turned heel because he's been beating up the bunny. Although on live shows in the UK tour, he's been coming out as a babyface. Does anybody know what the hell to do with Adam Rose in WWE? If it was Kevin Dunn, he'll probably take him off air. Yeah, fuck you, Kevin Dunn. But I've never been a big fan of Adam Rose, never liked Adam Rose. Quite frankly, he goes around and says, "Don't be a lemon." Adam, you need to look in the mirror, pal, because I think you are a lemon. And I've never got the bunny thing, to be honest. I mean, the bunny could have been anybody. I mean, one time I heard the bunny was Prince Devitt. But that's another story. Quite frankly, WWE needs to sort this out and sort what they're going to do with Adam Rose out, because one minute he's a babyface, the next minute he's a heel. Doesn't quite work for you. If you ask me, I think they should just put it back on NXT. He probably did better in NXT than he's doing now in Raw and SmackDown. But like I say, I've never been a big fan of Adam Rose, quite frankly. That's just my opinion. The main event, Ryback versus Cena. Now, obviously this was going to be a big match between these two, and Cena wins by disqualification because the Authority get involved. But that wasn't the story. The Authority get involved, beat down Cena. Team Cena come out. Dolph, Sheamus and Big Show come out. They get a beat down. But the thing was, Ryback turned on the Authority. Came in and beat up the Authority. Beat up Seth, clotheslined clotheslined Mark Henry. Beat up Seth. Manhandled Kane to a point where he hit him with Shell Shocked. Where does that leave? The question is now, where does that leave Ryback? Obviously he's not an Authority. He's not on Team Cena. Does he want anything to do with this Team Cena versus Team Authority? Does he have his own plans? I guess we'll find out this week. I guess we'll find out on Raw. But I think it's make a statement, like I said, going back to what I said earlier on. I think the fourth man of Team Cena is the Viper. That's just my opinion. I believe it's going to be him. But that being said, if that's the case, he's going to come out as a surprise person, like a surprise member that the Authority don't know until the last minute, and once upon a time they call him the Legend Killer. I believe, and I'm predicting this now, I believe that after Survivor Series, he will be the Authority Killer, because he'll be responsible for Team Cena winning, and Randy Orton will be the responsible for the Authority being no more. But I guess we'll have that answer November 24th on Raw. That being said, though, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't particularly... This was an average Raw for me, an okay Raw. I didn't particularly see this as a captivating Raw. Stuff that on this Raw that was like, wow, did you see that? Did you see this? Nothing on there for me, and in my opinion, 5.5 out of 10 is my rating for this Raw. There you are, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed that audio episode there, the audio review there of Monday Night Raw, I should say. And just one more thing as well, Dolph Ziggler got left at the feet of the Authority after that. The question is now, will Luke Harper be the 5th member of Team Authority? Who knows? He says he's a team player, but what is wrong with the Wyatt family? The Luke Harper and Bray and Eric Rowan. God knows what Luke Harper's doing. He seems to be enjoying beating up Dolph Ziggler. And you've got Eric Rowan chasing Renee Young, for Pete's sake. Maybe Bray Wyatt setting them free was a bad idea. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I will be back after this. I'm going to show a promo on, and then I'll be back with TNA's main talking points and SmackDown's main talking points. So stay tuned. If you like the Wrestling Matters Podcast, why not check out the Wrestling Matters Podcast Facebook fan page at www.facebook.com/WM Podcast. Wrestling Matters, wrestling fans. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Wrestling Matters Podcast. This is the TNA main talking points. TNA this past week kicked off with the Revolution. That's right, the Revolution. James Storm and co. Now, James was looking for an answer to Davey Richards' offer, because the Revolution offered Davey Richards a chance to join them. Well, accompanied by Manic and the Great Sonata, the Cowboy James Storm makes his way to the ring. Storm introduces them as the Revolution. Storm calls out Davey Richards, demanding an answer to the offer. Will Davey join Storm? The Wolves emerge. Eddie Edwards begins to answer Storm. Davey Richards takes the microphone and Richards tells Edwards he can speak for himself. Davey Richards says Storm is out of his mind, that he's a wolf, and that the answer is no. The Revolution attack the Wolves. Storm uses a bull rope to lasso Davey Richards' foot. Storm ties the rope before smashing a chair across Davey Richards' leg and ankle. The Revolution leaves the ring. They return carrying a briefcase. Storm takes a shot at Eddie Edwards using the case and then assaults Richards again. Storm says the case is a Feast or Fired case that guarantees him a tag title shot. He cashes it in. The bell sounds and Storm attempts an early cover. Eddie Edwards kicks out just before 3. Storm connects with the Eye of the Storm. Abyss emerges from the back. He makes eye contact with Storm. Storm introduces Abyss as his newest member of the Revolution. Abyss tags in and chokeslams Eddie Edwards before connecting with Black Hole Sam. Storm makes the cover. Storm and Abyss are the new World Tag Team Champions. What's next for that? And I know the Wolves ain't going to take this line. Tyrus versus Eric Young. Eric Young uses his agility to escape a charging Tyrus in the early goings of the match. Finally, Tyrus catches EY by powering him down to the mat. Tyrus powerbombs EY onto the turnbuckle. EY rolls out of the ring. EC3 approaches, but Rockstar Spud steps in. Tyrus rolls Eric Young back into the ring. EY attempts a comeback. He tries to lift Tyrus, but he is squashed for his efforts. Tyrus gets near fall. Tyrus launches EY across the ring with an overhead suplex. EY stands, but he is caught with a running clothesline to the turnbuckle. Tyrus positions Eric Young near the edge of the ring, but misses. Splash from the ropes. EY gains momentum by flying off the ropes with a series of fists and a clothesline. EY lifts Tyrus and slams him onto the mat. EY climbs the turnbuckle. EC3 attempts to interfere, but Rockstar Spud attacks. Tyrus and Eric Young battle on the top rope. EY shoves Tyrus from the turnbuckle and connects with a diving elbow for the 3 count. And as Lashley comes charging in, and after the match, Eric Young won. But Lashley comes charging in and spears Eric Young. Rockstar Spud tries to defend EY, but Lashley powers him to the mat too. And then Austin Aries comes out and challenges Lashley to a match later on in the evening, which was the main event. Speaking of the main event, at the sound of the bell, Austin Aries attacks with a flurry of offense. Lashley counters with a front slam. Lashley drives Aries into the corner with a series of shoulder blocks. Aries counters Lashley, attacking him with a bridging submission hold. He breaks the hold and sends Lashley to the outside. Aries flies over the rope. Lashley catches him, but Aries counters, sending Lashley face first into the ring post. Lashley stumbles backwards and rests on the guardrail. Aries connects with a huge running dropkick to the face. He rolls Lashley into the ring and climbs the turnbuckle. Aries stumbles and Lashley capitalizes on the miscalculation. Aries attempts to fight back, but Lashley powers through, driving him back down to the mat. Lashley stomps Aries in the corner, then he drags Aries to the opposite corner, but Aries counters and connects with a series of rights. Lashley shoves Aries backwards, and when he stands, Lashley pummels him with a hard clothesline. Lashley continues to assert his dominance by hurling Aries overhead with 7 belly-to-belly suplexes. Lashley charges with a spear, but Aries catches him with a boot to the face. Aries goes to the top, but Lashley counters with an attempt to suplex. Aries bites Lashley, then boxes his ears, sending the Destroyer crashing to the mat. Aries connects with a huge missile dropkick, discus forearm. Aries attempts a brainbuster, but Lashley counters, sending Aries over the top rope. Aries lands on the apron and connects with a series of forearms. Aries catches Lashley with a neck breaker that sends him to the outside. Aries flies and connects with a suicide dive, sending Lashley crashing into the guardrail. He rolls Lashley into the ring and climbs the ropes again. Lashley counters, sending Aries crashing to the steel steps. Lashley leaps out of the ring and powers Aries back onto the steps again. Aries gets destroyed with a huge spear, and the referee counts a double count out, and the match ended in a double count out. Lashley sends Aries crashing onto the ramp with an overhead press. Then he locks in a crossface that requires additional referees to break the hold. I think it's safe to say, ladies and gentlemen, that Bobby Lashley is hunting for Bobby Roode. SmackDown was in Liverpool this week, and it kicked off with the return of Chris Jericho as he welcomed the Authority to the highlight. While Stephanie preferred to expand the traditions and the virtuousness of them being in charge, the outspoken Y2J and the WWE universe seemed more interested in poking fun at the power couple, as well as what would happen if WWE's head honchos lost their traditional tag match against Cena and were ousted of power, if you will. Eventually, the game had enough of Jericho, and after taking his longtime adversary to task, the WWE power couple elected to make their exit. The Ayatollah of Rock and Roll would send them off in a style, leading the crowd in humiliating rendition. Na 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 na, hey, goodbye. Will they be singing that at Survivor Series, or will they be singing that November 24th on Raw? I guess we will see. In a continuation of the punishment he has endured at the hands of the Authority in recent weeks over joining Team Cena, Dolph Ziggler was forced to defend the Intercontinental Championship in a fast-paced triple threat elimination match against Cesaro and Tyson Kidd. The awesome contest, and guys, this is awesome, if you haven't seen it, go and find it, that followed saw everything from a double suplex to Cesaro swing a powerbomb delivered to the top of a superplex to a combination sharpshooter crossface. Kidd would ultimately triumph in the first fall, capitalizing on Ziggler's zigzag to pin Cesaro, the king of swing. Then, as already intense showdown went into overdrive to determine the second fall, Ziggler managed to counter Tyson Kidd and hit the zigzag for a second time to get an incredible victory. Like I say, guys, you ain't seen this match, go and find it. It is worth a watch. Amid a sea of Survivor Series controversy, the hottest free agent in WWE, Ryback, battled the corporate Kane in SmackDown's main event, with Stephanie and Triple H looking on. The action came to a sudden halt, though, when the Director of Operations brought a chair into the action, forcing the referee to call for the bell, but Ryback would reclaim the advantage using a spinebuster to set up a chair assault on the big red opponent. The Human Wrecking Ball then engaged in a stare-down with Triple H on the apron, a sudden conflict that nearly turned violent before WWE COO opted to back away. What is next for Ryback, and what is going to happen? We will see this Monday. We'll see tonight, in fact. Now, guys, I'm going to play a promo for you that you need to listen to, because it regards this coming Wednesday, November 19th. I am going to be live streaming on YouTube. That's right, via Google on YouTube. I'm going to do an hour live stream. So here's a little promo for you to check it out. Make sure you do it. Okay, and I'll see you after this.
The following is brought to you by
Anthony Walker. What's going on, everybody? My name is Anthony Walker, and I want to let you guys know that this coming Wednesday, November 19th at 6 p.m. UK time, I will be doing a live stream. That's right, a live stream on Google. That's right, Google Hangout. Get yourself over there. I will promote it. I will promote it as best I can for you. This coming Wednesday, November 19th, I will be reviewing Monday Night Raw and giving my predictions on Survivor Series and anything else that I can fit in that is relevant in the world of professional wrestling. So I hope you can join me this Wednesday, 6 p.m. UK time on Google Hangouts, live streamed for YouTube. Make sure you check us out. Wrestling Matters, wrestling fans.
The proceeding is brought to you by
Anthony Walker. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to check that out. It is coming this Wednesday, 6 p.m. UK time, which I'm guessing is 10 o'clock American time. It will be on www.youtube.com/AJW Wrestling Matters. Be sure to check that out as well. All the links will be in the description on YouTube, Podomatic, and wherever else I can get the links in. So be sure to check that out, please. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the views and opinions in the world of wrestling, as I do all the time on this show. Now, Hogan has been talking about one more match, and apparently he talked about his training for one more match. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't mind that happening if it does happen. I just hope if it does happen, it makes sense when it happens, or whatever the heck he's going to be doing. Just as long as it makes sense. I mean, for goodness sake, man. My question is, and my concern is, can he go another match? I mean, the last time this guy was wrestling, yes, he's had the surgeries. Yes, he's had everything. He's got everything sorted out and that. I mean, the last time he competed in a match that I saw was against Sting and TNA. And that was a street fight. That wasn't a wrestling match, that was a street fight. Can he take a bump? Can he do all the moves still? I don't care who you are, surgery takes it out of you. I've never had surgery, thank God, but I'm pretty sure surgery can take it out of you. I just hope for his sake he can work with somebody who can help him out. Maybe carry him a match. Maybe make him believe that he can have a good match, or make the fans believe that was a good match, because my concern is he comes back and stinks up the joint. I mean, I'm the biggest Hulkamaniac there is. Hogan's the reason why I watch wrestling. Hulk Hogan's the reason why I'm doing podcasts. At the end of the day, my concern is, can he go another match in the age that he's in and the state that he's in? I guess we'll see, but me personally, I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, we all know who he's training for, if you believe the dirt sheets, John Cena. But we'll see. We'll see. Dixie Carter got asked a question this week on Twitter. When is TNA going to announce a new TV deal? She replied, soon. So, maybe TNA has finally got their new TV deal. Because as we all know, they're leaving Spike. So, I don't know if it's soon or in January. But, yes, they got an extension to the deal, by the way. Will it happen? I guess we'll have to wait and see. And it'd be interesting to see what... network has picked up TNA. Guess we'll have to wait and see. Now, this is the first for me. Former Germany goalkeeper Tim Wiese, you worked that out, appeared at Saturday's WWE live event in Frankfurt as an official timekeeper for a match pitting the Usos and Goldust and Stardust. Apparently this guy's been apparently he drew a lot of attention from the German media and everything, and apparently this guy's in the WWE. Yeah, apparently he's now in the WWE, so he's a beast anyway, so apparently he had a confrontation with Goldust and Stardust. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see where that goes. Congratulations to AJ Lee and CM Punk, apparently celebrating a wedding anniversary. And finally something has happened that, in my opinion, has been long overdue. Sources within WWE confirmed that the Great Khali is no longer with the organisation. His contract was expired this past week and the company opted not to renew it. Great Khali, best of luck in your future endeavours. But I believe, which I'm sure everybody else believes, ladies and gentlemen, any other wrestling fan believes, that this was long overdue. Because WWE didn't know what to do with him. He was just a comedy guy. But now he's gone and God knows where he's going to end up next. Some sad news, ladies and gentlemen. This past weekend on Facebook, on his Facebook page, Mark Merrow posted the following. Him and Darylene, which I'm guessing is his wife, will board a plane to Cleveland Clinic in Cleveland, Ohio. After seeing 3 heart specialists, including the visit to a heart surgery in Atlanta, or heart place in Atlanta, I have been told I need heart surgery. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, on that one. Former WWE superstar and WCW superstar, old Johnny B. Bad Wildman himself, Mark Merrow, needs a heart surgery. So I'm praying for him. Let's just pray he gets through it. And let's pray he survives it. This kind of brings me back to when my dad had his heart surgery. Oh boy. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is about it for this episode of the Wrestling Matters Podcast, episode 33. Hope you've enjoyed it. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, it's episode 34. My name is Anthony Walker. Don't forget to check out that live stream this Wednesday, November 19th, on YouTube and Google. Be sure to check it out. Go to my YouTube page, AJW Wrestling Matters. You will see it there, 6 p.m. UK time, which I'm guessing is 10 a.m. American time or abroad time or whatever time it is in America or Canada or whatever. Get yourself over there. But until then, until episode 34 of the Wrestling Matters Podcast, I'm Anthony Walker. Peace out. Oh, and one more thing before I go, ladies and gentlemen, I forgot. A reminder. Bram comes to EPW. That's right, TNA Bram comes to EPW on the 20th of December in Middlesbrough at Colby Nooms Rainbow Leisure Centre. So, like I say, epwwrestling.co.uk, EPW Wrestling 1 on Twitter, EPW American Wrestling on Facebook. Check that out for more information. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Anthony Walker. Peace out.